Hello and welcome to Bewildering Studio. My name is Quill and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about AI art and my thoughts and opinions on it. So before we get started though, I just want to let you guys know that I'm an art channel. I do everything from art tutorials, deep dives, casual art vlogs, and just my insights and my musings like this one today while I'm getting ready. And if that's anything that is something that you're interested in, please like and subscribe. I am now posting every Friday, so that should be a little bit more consistent, and you can come check me out on Fridays to see my new uploads. So yeah, let's get into the video. I'm just going to do my hair. I'm going to actually shut the door because I don't need you guys looking at all of my dirty laundry. Okay, so it's been a while since I did my hair. So I'm actually going to really be careful with one particular dreadlock because it actually looks like it's about to fall out of my skull, which is kind of tricky. So I'm trying to be careful with this one, but I am trying to give some attention to my dreadlocks because I just washed them and I want to make them nice and well-rounded while I talk to you guys about AI art. So I've been having a really huge issue with it because I think in the beginning I didn't really understand what AI art meant, and because it looks almost exactly like digital art, I wasn't realizing that people were just like generating images and paintings just by typing in words to the computer. And once I realized that, I was kind of like a little bit more weary of it, and I've been like studying it for a while and realizing that some people are like vehemently against it, and some people are using it as a way to monetize in a way that they were never able to do before. And so one of the things that really kind of made me feel uncomfortable is that people kept talking about how AI art is taking over traditional art. So traditional medias such as paint, clay, charcoal, things that people spend years and years perfecting, learning about the craft, going to art school, being like kind of like a tradesman, if you will, where like they'll have like older artists talk to them about the skill, and they learn everything about it to be able to produce really good, beautiful products that help to express themselves. Even if they're not products, even if they're just as like a hobby, people spend a really long time developing their style. And one of the things that is an issue with AI art is that anybody can make images for AI art. You don't have to have any kind of talent. All you really need to have is a vision in your mind of what you want to see. And the thing that I kind of feel like isn't an issue is the fact that I feel like art should be accessible to everybody. And you have to realize that not everybody has the talent to be able to express themselves in the way that they want to. And that's why, for example, things like poetry are so popular, because a lot of the time when I speak to people who are very, very into poetry, they say it's because the people who are writing the poems are saying things in words that that person can relate to, but they didn't have the words to be able to express that thought or that emotion, and it just really speaks to their heart and they feel that deeply. And I think that in writing, it as a form of art, writing, it helps people to feel connected, to feel like somebody else understands what they're going through, somebody else can provide them with something that gives them a sense of nostalgia or hope or inspiration. And I think that there is a desire to create in every human. I think there's a desire to create, but I think that AI art is becoming an issue. Hi, I'm filming a video. I love you. Where was I at? I was talking about, oh gosh, what was I just talking about? I lost my train of thought. So everybody wants to create something. Okay, here we go. Here's the issue. So the issue that I'm having with it is the fact that people who are looking to seek out art, so the people that just want to consume art, they're the ones that I feel like are not as educated as they should be when it comes to what actual digital art is. And I think that the art situation is harming digital artists specifically, not traditional artists. And the reason for that is because people have been expressing their concerns online about how everything is AI, it's not real, it's really frustrating, it's not real art, and so people don't want to buy it. But what they don't understand is that digital art, even though it looks very, very similar to AI art, it takes just as much skill and just as much development of style as drawing or painting. You're just using a different medium. So instead of using watercolor, or instead of using oil or an acrylic paint, you're using a computer mouse or a digital pen on a pad. And it's so heartbreaking to me because these are people that I think are suffering the most, because people are not willing to purchase from them. And I've seen like on Facebook, like different art Facebook groups where people will literally get hate comments and they'll be defending themselves in the comments and trying to prove that to other people, like, this took me 10 hours. I didn't just type something in the computer and it generated this for me. Like, this is really my craft. Just as if ceramics is a craft, or embroidery. Like, it's a different medium. And I think that people who are traditional artists are getting kind of a little bit weary of it, because they're like, well, if anybody can make art and anybody can do it so fast, like, where's my place? And I don't really think that that's so much of an issue, because I'm noticing that there's so much like distaste, if you will, for AI art, that people are actively seeking out traditional artists and they're finding the value in that art because they know they've spent hours and hours creating something, and they put their heart and their soul and their spirit into this. Soul, spirit, I don't know. Into that, and so that's when they feel more connected. You get that human-to-human connection. You're purchasing an item that somebody put their energy into, and you relate to that energy, whether it be nostalgia because of the images that they use, or you just really like their aesthetic, it just fits your vibe so well. And so, like, I'm noticing a lot of people are actually getting more traction in the art world. And I feel like, I'm just gonna wash my hands, sorry. I don't know if you can hear the water. I feel like because people are being a little bit less intrigued by the AI art situation, rather than having that stigma in the past of like a broke artist, a mentally ill artist, somebody who is kind of just like being told like, get a real job, because art has been kind of pressed into more of like a hobby thing and not a viable income stream. I'm seeing that change. I'm seeing a lot more people being able to be successful in the art world, whereas it's like selling stickers, selling actual full-on canvas paintings, teaching their art skills online. It just feels like it's growing, and it's a lot more of like a mainstream career rather than like a subculture. And so I think that AI doesn't necessarily have to be an enemy, because if you think about it, like, this isn't a person, like, this is a tool created by people to help people. And I think that all we really have to do is be a little bit more responsible with it, because everything can be used for a good reason or used for a bad reason. And I think it's not so much AI in and of itself that's a problem. The artificial intelligence is going to do what you tell it to do. And so if we do things responsibly, and if you're looking into the style and you think it's really beautiful and you want to support artists, maybe just research into the artists themselves, research into their social media accounts, look and see if they have like process art, like just get to know them, follow them on Patreon, because digital art is beautiful in a different kind of way that acrylic paintings are. And like my style, I do a lot more traditional media, but digital art is a skill that I feel like would be really fun to take up. And I think that if we can just show more support and appreciation for digital artists, and then use AI more in the sense of like, okay, this is something that can be made quickly. I think it's something that maybe not necessarily see it as these images are for art purposes in the sense of like expression and beauty the way that we conceptualize what art should be, and think of it more as like marketing tool. So like if you blog, maybe you want a really beautiful background for your cooking blog, and you can like put a recipe there and you can explain your recipe and just get this really beautiful clean AI image. Or like if you're going to mass produce items such as like lunch boxes, backpacks, water tumblers, people don't buy a tumbler and think, oh, like somebody didn't actually paint this cartoon character on this tumbler, so I don't want to buy it because it's not real. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, Hello Kitty, this is so cute, without a second thought. So I feel like saving time to be able to do things that you enjoy or to be able to be more productive is a really like sought after thing to be able to have your time, and AI is a really great way to get things done and save time. So that's pretty much all that I have at the moment for you guys. I've been doing a lot of studies. I can find a YouTube video that I really liked that talks about like really deep diving into the actually how AI works, like how it gets its input, how it uses its input, and how certain specific artists are explaining how they feel about the future of AI and what it does to them and how it affects everyone. So if I can find that video, I'll link it in the description below, and also go check out all of my other websites and social medias and things like that, because if you're interested in art, I have a ton of resources for you guys, such as digital downloads, blogs, and things like that. So go check out my description. Thank you so much for watching till the end of the video, and I hope you have an amazing day. Goodbye.